Thank you. Bill Sanchez and you stand, he's from Western Utility, and they have job opportunities. They're going to be working with our community. They do all of the Comcast fiber work that's going on in our community, and he's going to be working. You're going to see him again, as Commissioner Steele said. We got to make sure that these jobs, people are working in our community, be done with people from our community. So thank him for being here and the social conscience of his company. Commissioner Steele.
Who's going to do the last poem of the day. He's a very socially conscious individual. He's a young man with a good spirit, with a good heart, with a good passion about his people, about his community, and he's also working for Cook County as well. And so our home knows how to do this and share their consciousness through their voice. There's a young man we call Blaq Ice, BlaqIce. It's his stage name, Blaq Ice, and he's cold. So we're going to welcome, before I come, I want to introduce Tom Alpazar is trying to build a grocery store in our neighborhood called Eats, a local grocery store right here in North London. Tom, why don't you just wave your hand? We're going to increase quality food in our neighborhood. So Tom, thank you for being here this morning. Blaq Ice, why don't you come put a word on these folks? August 11th, join me for golf. If y'all play golf, come out and join me at Cargill. See who got the best swing out there.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning. Just to give you a few statistics on the west side of Chicago, the homicide rate so far this year, 40 homicides in the Austin neighborhood, 19 homicides, Garfield Park, 15 in North Lawndale, and 18 in Humboldt Park. How many believe by round of applause that there's still hope for our city? I want you to repeat after me, say, I can make a difference.
I can make a difference.
Oh, y'all just say it like y'all meant it or believe it. I need you to say that I can make a difference.
I can make a difference.
I've been on this battlefield for about 26 years now. When I came out of Simeon High School in 1990, I decided that I wanted to do something to make a difference in my community. My life took a tragic turn September the 3rd, 2008, when I lost my 15-year-old son to osteosarcoma cancer. There are two ways that I could have went. I could have gave up like I wanted to, but God told me that I'm giving you an assignment to do. Although your son is not here for you to save his life, there are thousands of other little boys and communities all over the city that you can go and try to change and save their lives and make a difference. So that's the route that I chose. So I want to share my testimony with you, and it's called EGO. Everybody say EGO.
EGO.
It's an acronym that stands for easing God out. Hey God, where you at? I've been looking for you. Seems like you've been avoiding me or something. And I've been searching for you for years with no answer, just anticipation. And I've been going through this transformation, but every time I call on you, God, it's like I get put on hold. And they say that you hear all and that you see all, but seems like you ain't available, God, when I call. Mama Steele, I remember it was January 91. I had just left Simeon's Martin Luther King ceremony speaking. I wasn't feeling too well that day. Little did I know that all the while, my appendix had been leaking. And where were you, God? Just when I thought nowhere to be found. And if it wasn't for my son's mother convinced me to go to St. Bernard's that night, Blaq Ice would be here with you on the west side right now. And where you at, God, that morning when I went to work and when I got to 123rd and Kedzie, right by the cemetery, this lady ran the light. The last thing I saw, Commissioner's headlights. A 3-car collision that almost took my life, but where were you, God? And where you at, God, when my mother was stricken with cervical cancer? She's been going to the Kingdom Hall, serving him since before I was born, and we both called on you, and you still didn't answer. Come on, God, this is my mother. Tell me, is this how you treat all your sons and your daughters? And where you at, God, that day my son died? I sat there at the University of Chicago and I watched him come back twice. You could have intervened. You could have saved his life, but where were you, God? Okay, my son, I've heard enough. Now I know that times for you have been rough, but son, where's your faith? Seems like you only seek my face when you need me, for I am a full-time God, my son. Do you really believe in me? Well, if so, then you would know that I am the creator of the universe. All that you see from the highest heights of heaven to what you have discovered beneath the earth. See, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God of Moses, Lot, and David. I am the one who made Solomon wise. I put Noah in the ark before the waters get rise. I gave Samson the strength to destroy the Philistines with no eyes. I am that smooth stone that David slung that smote Goliath in the head. The cracks that crumble the walls of Jericho, the same one that rose Lazarus from the dead. I am the blood of the lamb of the doorpost that kept the children of Israel safe from harm. Even the staff in Moses' right arm, and I gave it the power to split the Red Sea in half. Shall I go on? Please forgive me, Father. He said, no, son. I already have. But see, like Jonah, you've been running from your mission. I've been trying to reach you and speak to you for years, but your ego just wouldn't let you listen. When your opinions were spreading poison through your body, I was the voice that spake to your son's mother warning you, and do you remember what you promised me, my son? Yes, Lord, I do. I promise you that if you allow me to make it through, that I will turn my life over to you. But what did you do? You continued to play. So I spoke to you again in the form of a 3-car collision, but I allowed you to walk away that day. And have you ever asked yourself the question why the accident was by a gravesite? I was showing you that the road that you were traveling on ended at the cemetery if you didn't change your life. But you still didn't listen. And as for your mother's cervical cancer, I am the reason why your mother's cancer is in remission, and I know your son's gone. But his body was sick, so I relieved him of his pain, and I called him home. And yet and still I stayed by your side. All those moments that you felt alone, yet you still rejected my truth. If you only could have put your ego to the side and listened to all those whom I sent to you. Lord, you mean to tell me all the while I was waiting to hear from you? You were sending me messages through all those whom I rejected? Yes, my son, this is true. And instead of focusing on the guides, submit to the truth that you find inside. For Satan is the one who subtracts and divides, but he is the one who adds and multiplies. I'm telling y'all, he opened my eyes. And so to those of you who can't accept the truth, because your ego won't allow you to accept who the truth is coming through, take this as a lesson. Because see, God just ain't using some of these leaders today, because asking some of these leaders questions is just like asking blind men for directions. But it's the truth that counts. And see, family, in this case, my ego just wasn't my ego. But my ego was easing God out. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you. We thank you for being here. I hope you signed the sheet where we can stay in contact with you. Our next meeting will be in September. We're going to Loyola University, September 20th. Mark your calendar for September 20th. God bless you. Thank you, Pastor Shirley Coleman, former Alderman 60 Ward. You come to dismiss us. She's candidating for the mayor of Riverdale, and we're glad to have her with us today, my longtime friend and sister beloved. Thank all of you for being here. Again, God bless you. Keep praying for our Cook County Board President. Keep praying for Commissioner Steele, who's doing a marvelous job. And we just going to claim victory. We just going to claim victory for him on Monday out in Los Angeles, California. Y'all pray for us. As we leave Friday for the Democratic National Convention, I'll be there for. We pray for me that God will be done in our lives. We leave there energized and ready to do what we need to do to keep this country on the right track. Even if they have to steal Michelle Obama's speech, we still
God bless each of you. There's not too many idols nowadays, but I just have to recognize she was my political mother in all of my years of being an alderman of the Inglewood community, the 16th support, and I always counted on Mother Steele to give me advice, and